Welcome everyone. This is the summary of the third turn of 1940. These were the two cards. So again, the Axis had the initiative. Well, it was quite an interesting turn. Quite a lot happened. This is the African front, and as you can see, the Italians have moved into Egypt. And the British, actually, during the movement phase, strategically moved one of their battleships to the Suez Canal. What happened, one of the things that happened during the combat phase, though, is that the Italians moved a unit here, which the British engaged, but they didn't manage to actually destroy it, and which means that they lost the battle since they were the attackers. They withdrew to Alexandria, but this unit here, which was supposed to also go to Alexandria, can't do so, because to do so it would first have to enter the Mediterranean, and it can't move. Well, yeah, of course it could attack and hopefully combine with the cruiser. They would win that battle and it could regroup, but depending on who wins the initiative, the Italians will probably attack here, and if they choose to resolve that battle first, then the battleship won't be able to participate in the defense of this territory. And the cruiser, I believe, has a firepower of 1, so it doesn't have any secondary firepower against army units, so it won't be of much use there. So that's quite an interesting development. What also happened, I'm mixing things up here a little bit, but I hope you don't mind too much. What happened during the supply phase is that I did manage to still upgrade the fortress unit in Malta by 1 step. Instead of going for Egypt, I could have also cut supplies to Malta and set up during this turn for an amphibious invasion of Malta on the next, because I would have been able to cut supplies. It may be immune to supply attrition, but that does not mean that you can strengthen your units if they don't have any supplies. So I could have put some Italian units here and here, which would have prevented that. Now, what else happened? The Germans attacked here in the North Sea, but that wasn't really a very good turn for them. They lost the Graf Spee, but it's a battle cruiser, not a battleship, so it can be rebuilt, but they lost it and suffered quite some more casualties. So that was quite a resounding British win. Other than that, the Germans moved some units from France east, so as to also threaten, to build up for the Eastern Front at the very least. And the Brits, they have some units here too, especially in Belgium and northern France, which can hopefully threaten England just enough so they will keep enough units there and not send their air units to reinforce Africa or anything like that. So that's basically the idea behind that. What happened during the diplomacy phase was actually quite interesting. The Axis rolled for Hungary, but they missed, and because of that, the Allies got a chance themselves, and they actually did manage to persuade Hungary to join their side. Now, they don't have any supply, so the supply cannot reach London or anything, but of course this is a pain in the butt for the Axis, because they will probably have to eliminate the Hungarians because they're really blocking the way towards the east. So I think it's worth it that they did that. Oh yeah, finally, the Russians finally moved into Iran and took it, and they built an extra factory, meaning that now their production is up to 12, and not counting the 2 that they can currently build in the Urals. And on the next turn, they will probably try and invade Iraq, which could give them another resource. So yeah, these are the main things that have happened so far. I believe there was one other battle. Well, no, those were the 3 battles. One here in the North Sea, one in Iran, and one in Egypt. So that's what happened. Hope you enjoyed.